things are going to change. So it's important you listen to the officials and also, have your say. Feel free to ask questions and get to know what is really happening around you. We have this morning in the studio 3 very important personalities. I'm going to be introducing them shortly. But by way of introduction, I would like to say that in this broadcast we'll be talking about tree planting and the community garden policy of the Southeast government. This policy aims at promoting a livable and clean district. Gardening by residents is one of the means this objective will be achieved. The other is by planting of 1,000 trees at certain predetermined locations. Now, we also intend to touch on, as we proceed, the Zoizo newly created digital platform by and for SREs for exchanging goods and services. Our main guest today is Mr. Vyent1, the Southeast District Daily Board Executive and Portfolio Manager responsible for landscaping projects. Would you please say hello to our listeners?
Yeah, hello listeners, good morning.
Good to have you back again.
Yeah.
And we have next to him Mr. E. Brandon Bard. He's an active gardener from Nelestein who knows much about practical neighborhood gardening matters.
Okay.
Would you please say hello to our listeners, Mr. Brandon Bard?
Hello, good morning.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And we have also Mr. Is it Hans? Hans Kapitein, who works here at the municipality of Amsterdam Southeast, deals with issues related to the gardening policy. Of course, they came with a young man who is a stagiaire at the Southeast municipality. So I'd like to say, all of you gentlemen, welcome. Now, as we proceed, we welcome you to give us a call to clarify certain things or to know what exactly this policy is about and how it affects you. Let me kick off by asking Mr. Vyent, under your portfolio, which is the white here, or neighborhood landscaping, this year alone we are planting 1,000 trees.
Okay.
Now, how important is this project for our district?
That's good.
Well, we make an appointment that I will speak in Dutch, so you will translate it.
You mean everything?
Very important, because Southeast is one of the districts with the most, we have the most trees in Amsterdam, and it is important to keep it in balance.
Yes.
So we plan this year's almost 1,000 till 2,000 trees.
Oh, okay, 2,000.
And it sounds for a lot of migrants like me, it sounds very how can I say it?
Well,
very,
if you use a Dutch word, then maybe I can spring it. Maybe.
Dutch word.
Strange.
Yeah, strange. Because plant a tree in Africa and in Suriname, we cut a tree and we have to plant it. It sounds very strange, but it is necessary.
So which means that you cut the trees long ago. Okay, so that is why it's important
for the air, but also to keep the district in balance.
Fantastic. Okay, so are there any rules and conditionalities to be met by anyone who wishes to engage in tree planting? Because I know you can't just get up and do anything anywhere you want, and here there are a lot of rules and regulations. So tell us, are there rules and conditions that anybody who is enthusiastic about planting trees must adhere to?
Yes.
Well, I will say it in Dutch.
Yeah.
Help me to translate it, please. The rules. Last year's. Oh yeah.
The English is flowing by itself.
Nou, vorig jaar zijn we gestart met het bewoners betrekken bij het planten van bomen. Ze konden aangeven in hun wijk waar ze in hun eigen buurt een boom willen hebben. En dat hebben we, dacht ik, gedaan. Heel veel bewoners hebben ook gehoor gegeven aan die oproep. Om aan te geven waar in hun buurt zij een boom willen hebben.
Okay. So we have actually, we began with the planting of trees, and we have tried to interest most of the citizens to get involved, and they can indicate where they would love to plant a tree
In the
neighborhood. Yeah. Okay, so the question is, are there rules and regulations about how to go about it, which the residents must know about?
Rules, wel, niet speciaal regels. Wat we wel hebben, is dus dat daar waar we een boom willen planten, het ook mogelijk moet zijn. Het must be possible. Waarom? Ook in de... we moeten rekening houden met kabels onder de grond. Dat is een van de regels. Soort bomen. Het moet ook passen in de buurt. Dat zijn denk ik de basisregels.
We hebben natuurlijk ook rekening gehouden met vruchten.
Meneer kapitein.
Kapitein, ja.
Kun je Engels spreken? Engels spreken? Can you speak English freely or?
No, a little.
Okay, good. Give it a try.
I do it in Dutch.
No, the reason is that most of our listeners they speak English. They're comfortable. Yeah, they're used to the English language.
Okay.
It's just to make it easy for them to follow the conversation, so they can also join in when they need to. So if you can do some English, please feel free. And then
mix it if it is
yeah,
possible.
mix it. Yes, just mix it.
Yeah, he will translate it.
Where I can, yes.
We hebben dan natuurlijk een gemengd bomenaantal weer teruggeplant. En we hebben daarom gedacht aan zowel fruitbomen als notenbomen onder andere terug te planten. En dat is ook de vraag van onze bewoners. Daar hebben we naar gekeken of dat ook in de omgeving past. En op die manier hebben wij zo een samenstelling van de soorten bomen hebben de keuze gemaakt.
Okay, so they're talking about fruit trees and also trees where we produce notes. But it's important to look at to make sure that it fits within the environment where it's going to plant it. Okay, so if I say, well, I love mango trees because they're part of my life. Would you allow me to plant a mango tree, let's say in a location that is allowed?
Is te koud.
That's not possible in
We zouden natuurlijk mango's en tamarinde hier graag willen planten, maar daar is het te koud voor. En dat moet echt in een kast worden neergezet.
Yeah. Now, do you really think that people are going to be enthusiastic about this initiative to initiate tree planting?
Yes, we have a lot of response.
Really?
A lot of response from the citizens. We didn't plant only trees, but also fruit.
Yes.
Last year I planted, I think, 250 fruit in the neighborhood.
Which sort of fruit trees
pruimen, appels, peren, noten. Yeah, a lot of different kinds of fruit, hazelnotes.
Hazelnotes as well.
Different kinds of fruit everywhere in Belmer Park, cause the idea is that just like in maybe
the tropics,
you walk on street and you see a fruit, and you can. That's what we want to try to introduce here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
I think you're trying to bring the tropics here so that people won't go on vacation.
And you see, there is no winter this year, so we bring the tropics.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, so to the average resident, planting and nurturing trees is like the domain of the city council government. How and to what extent are residents able to participate fully in a practical way? You said already 250 trees were planted.
No, fruit trees.
Fruit trees, okay.
Yeah, but together it's almost 1,800 or 2,000 trees that we were planted in this year in everywhere.
So probably you've answered my question already, because I was wondering how I used to think that only the government is allowed to plant trees in the district, but now you're saying ordinary residents can get involved.
How?
No, that's that's not true. You can plant also a tree in your own garden, but not in the
public space.
In the public space.
Okay.
For that you have to ask
Permission. Yes.
at the local government.
Okay. But you said people are getting enthusiastic about it, and for me that's very important to know.
Yes, last year we asked people to let us know where they want we plant a tree for them in their own neighborhood. We did it with a card. They can give the place and the tree that they want to, and a lot of people give response on that on our request. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, if you're listening to this program, we have been given the freedom and the permission to help you plant trees. And maybe you can plant a tree and put your name on it somewhere, and then your children and your grandchildren will come to see the tree you planted.
Yeah.
And so it's something really you can do, and get a little reputation for yourself, and be a part of the community for developing the community or preserving the community. So if you're listening to us and you have a question regarding the tree planting initiative by the government, which is open for all residents, please give us a call on 020-737-1619. Now on the 12th of March, there is a bone-faced dag.
Can you translate it?
That's,
Tree planting day.
A festival for trees. Tree festival.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay. A festival for trees, or tree festival if you like. A day for, now, so tell our listeners, Mr. Vyent, more about this celebration and how we all may be a part of it.
Wel, op een aantal scholen in Zuidoost.
Yeah, a couple of schools
in Southeast with children. We have planten we een aantal bomen in de openbare ruimte. We maken daar een feest van.
Okay.
En mensen die daaraan willen meedoen, zijn ook welkom. In een aantal buurten zien we al dat er een aantal bomen worden geplant. In de G-buurt, K-buurt zijn we gestart met het planten van bomen. En op de boomplantdag dan gaan we samen met kinderen en buurtbewoners verder om een aantal bomen erbij te planten.
Okay. They're going to the program where students, school children are going to be involved in planting trees during this tree feast, the day for the trees.
Tree festivals.
Festival. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mr. Kapitan, you wanted to say something? You wanted to say something? What are you going to ask? Okay. All right. So this is this specially to. Let me take this call first of all. Good morning, caller. Good morning, sir. We are well. We are well. Tell us, what do you have for us? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Exactly. That's the question I wanted to ask too.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question?
It says tree planting is a good idea, but they know at the same time a lot of people are, jobless. They don't have jobs. So is that a higher priority than tree planting? Is it of a higher priority than
Getting jobs.
Giving jobs to people.
Job is very important. It's and we do a lot to help people. And
Yes.
I think on the past years,
Yeah.
we spend a lot of money and time to put a lot of people
On the job.
on the job.
Mm.
But you also need to look at the public space.
Yeah.
You have to invest on to keep the public space in good balance, in
Yeah.
good shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is necessary to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And plant a tree is make onderdeel, part of
maintaining that balance
Yes.
in the ecosystem.
yes,
Okay.
it's very necessary.
Yeah. Of course, we are complaining about global warming and all the problems that are happening.
Yes, but
and so we need to
the luchtkwaliteit,
quality of air.
the quality of air, trees is very important
Okay.
for our ear, our health.
Health, yes.
So we need to do that.
Okay, fantastic. The point I was going to make is that so the tree planting exercise, the feast for the trees. The school children are mainly the ones who are going to be involved. Is that correct?
Yeah. In the Rijkersbos,
Yeah.
it will take place in the
Silvolderstraat.
Silvolderstraat.
Oh, the Forest Strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tegen de
Is there a school over there?
Yeah, in the neighborhood. there
In
is
the
a school
neighborhood,
also.
so
But also the people that live in that area,
Yeah.
in that neighborhood, we ask them to join the party.
Is it on a Saturday?
Nee, woensdag.
On a Woensdag.
Wednesday.
What time?
12 maart om 10 uur.
10 o'clock in the morning. So Wednesday, the 12th of March at 10 o'clock in the morning, a tree planting feast party for trees is coming out. So
In
you better
Rijkersbos.
join the party.
But my question is Rijkersbos the only location you have chosen? And why Rijkersbos? Is that the center of Zuidoost?
It's not the center. No, it's not the center. But we start in Belmer
Yeah.
already. I told you that we start. The first tree that I planted was I think 3 weeks ago. You saw it in our newspaper.
Yeah.
In the G-buurt.
Yeah.
And we plant a lot of trees also. But for the school, for the Boomfeestdag, we chose Rijkersbos
Okay.
with the schools and the neighborhood.
Okay. Thank you. Now let's move to the white turniering or neighborhood gardening. Now in 2003, the gardening projects were realized in 5 neighborhoods in Southeast. Please share with our listeners which areas were these and what was accomplished.
The area Vensterpolder is one of the area. The Belmer, that's the F-buurt, FD-buurt, the A-buurt, Nellestein, and Nellestein, I don't know if in
Geerdenkhof.
Geerdenkhof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Belmerweide zijn al...
Belmerweide, there are a few people are busy with tuinierdag, neighborhood gardening.
Wonderful. So what was accomplished in those areas? Basically, what changed, with the gardening, neighborhood gardening initiative?
Wel, in de FD-buurt bijvoorbeeld,
Yes.
daar zijn dus buurtbewoners.
Yeah, the neighborhood
Ja.
residents.
Ze hebben een stukje terrein van ons gekregen.
Okay.
Ze hebben wat geld meegekregen. Ze hebben spullen meegekregen. En samen planten ze in FD-buurt planten ze vooral groenten.
Okay.
Vegetables.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Their own vegetable.
okay. So this is worth saying. In fact, so maybe Mr. Brandenburg. Yeah, you have been involved in this area. From
one of the
Nellestein.
specialists.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Nellestein.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
tell us more about that. What was accomplished in those areas.
Yes.
Some have fruit, vegetables. We are told. What more
How much
is to
time
be?
how much time do we have? I
Just-
don't tell.
No. Just keep it short.
Well, in Nellestein, I live there since 35 years.
Okay.
I started in 1980 to live in. That's the start of the neighborhood, Nederstein near Gaasplas. And very special is that since the beginning, since 1980, there are 5 spots, 5 allotments where people can garden. People who live in the neighborhood.
Okay.
They can, and these 5 allotments we have in the neighborhood, each one of them has a supervisor. I'm a supervisor of 2 of those places, and we try to organize things over the year. For instance, when you come to live in the neighborhood and you wanted to have a little piece of land, you make contact with me, and if there's space, I can give you an agreement for 1 year, and you pay, listen, €5 for the whole year. That's all, and you can use 15 to 30 square meters to grow vegetables, to grow fruits. For instance, tomatoes, strawberries. You can sow seeds. You can grow flowers, and that's important. I think, at least it's important, because growing your own vegetables, it's very nice to do. I'm a grandfather, and to teach my grandchildren what happens when you put a seed in the ground.
Yes.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Yes, it is.
But there's another aspect, and I'm very glad, and I'm really proud that it's existing for so many years. In Nederstein, about 100 people have such a little piece of land.
Okay.
Really?
And they meet each other, they talk to each other, they can give advice. For instance, this year, for the 3rd year, I have a training for new gardeners. I'm starting within 2 weeks, 5 times throughout the year, to teach people what can you do with your piece of land, how should you treat it, and what kind of fertilizer you have to use, what kind of seeds you can buy in the shop, and so on. And it's really, it's fun for me to do this, but I noticed that a lot of people like to have a little piece of land. For instance, this year, my youngest gardener is 12 years old, and the eldest is, I think, 81 or 82. And the mix between all those different people, they know each other, they see each other on the streets, they can help each other. It's big fun, and it's nice to have it in the neighborhood. And this year, 2014, is the year of wijktuinieren, community gardening in Zuidoost. And well, I'm helping Mr. Vyent and Mr. Kapitein in arranging ideas. How can you inform people about this initiative? What can you do to help them to start new places? And well, in the end, gardening is good for yourself. It's good for your body. It's a healthy thing to do. It's a social thing to do, and I can assure you, eating your first strawberry picked from your plant, the taste is, you can't buy it in any shop. You have to. That's a real experience.
It is wonderful.
Great.
You are a good marketer, I can see that.
I think that a lot of listeners have also that experience. To plant your own.
You know what? I planted my first corn when I was a little boy. I was in primary school when I was going to learn about the soil and all that. And I've since not done anything. And I think I'd love to do that again.
You have to do it again.
Somebody's listening to this program and you're wondering, oh, maybe I don't have to deal with that anymore. I buy my groceries from the supermarket. I don't have to bother with that. But I think it's a lot of fun interacting with the soil. And I think that's what the government is trying to do, to get people back to connect with nature, and that's also, it brings healing and help to them, more or less. You have a question for us?
Yes,
Okay,
I have a
go ahead.
question.
Yes,
Can somebody who is not living in your neighborhood still obtain land from you?
Well, in Nederstein we have arranged.
Carla, just hold on 1 second. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
In Nederstein we have the arrangement that hiring a little piece of land is mainly for the people who live in a neighborhood, who live in Nederstein. But when there's room, I think everyone's welcome. I have at this moment ladies coming from Kelbergen.
Yes.
Not too far from
Yeah.
but she's coming on her bicycle every now and then to go to her little place, her little garden, I can say.
Okay.
But there are a lot of other places in Zuidoost where people can do the same.
Okay, we'll talk about that shortly. Hello, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Rari. I just wanted to ask Mr. vyent1 a question. It's Michael Willemsen calling from Amsterdam Zuidoost.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
I just wanted to thank you for the beautiful and grateful work that is doing for us to make sure that we are thinking green. But like the last caller called to ask about jobs, isn't it very, very important to think, because he's dealing with ontwikkeling van Amsterdam Zuidoost.
Yeah.
Isn't it very important to think about things that really matter? Things, for example, if a person wants to do some printing, do some exercise work, do some administration work, to create a place where everybody can go to and do their administrational work. Other than telling me at 10 o'clock I will have to go to Rijkersbos for a tree party. That is waste of money. Buy a printer with that money. We have enough now. If you look at Hollandrecht right now, it's depressing. Has it been tackled? No. The play places in Hollandrecht, if you walk around with them, I would love to walk with Mr. vyent1 and show him around. It's depressing. So how are you going to tell me that I'm going to look at trees and will be praised? I will be happy. It is a very, very good idea to think green, but can't we think on other better things? Because the trees that are going to plant, like the last caller asked, are they going to create jobs? Jobs are the point right now. We are not thinking about how many trees we're going to have. Are they going to bring jobs to the community?
Okay.
The community needs jobs. Community needs to know to know how they're going to do with their school. They need to know how they're going to do with their gezondheid.
Okay, Michael, let me interrupt you. I think I know where you're going. I think it's very clear. The message is clear. I think the one caller will be able to answer. Thank you very much, Michael.
Okay.
Keep listening here. I think he has a valid point. At the same time, I know we cannot solve all the problems in the world in one time. But I think the gardening also has its place in our lives. That said, okay, I'll give the word back to
Well, I think I tried to answer it
earlier on.
Earlier on. I live in Hollandrecht. I know Hollandrecht, and I lived there for a long time. And I lived 35 years in Southeast. I know what I'm talking about, where I say that I know where we come from. In Southeast, and we make a lot of progress.
Yes.
The last years, we will see that we are now in an economic crisis.
Yes.
And we invest the last 4 years in put people in a job. And we still do that. But it is very necessary to keep the area, the public space, in a good shape.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And you have to put money on that. You have to do that. And I know that it is very important for people to have a job, to deal with their schulden, etc. But we put a lot of attention to that already. We have money for those who are in schulden. We give money more than 1 million euro a year to help.
Wow.
And a lot of people find help. We put more than 2 million in help people to create jobs, but we have to invest also in the public space, in the environment, to keep it clean, to keep it green, to let people think, because trees is very important for our health.
Yes.
And neighborhood gardening, Mr. Brandenberg said it already, it's bring people together to socialize, but also you feel very good. It makes you feel very healthy.
Yes. Thank you.
I think to add to what the gardener is already doing, if we are going to create more healthy or social interaction, it will be important that it's not just only people in the locality that are getting the spots for the gardening. Because if you take, like, for instance, if somebody is living maybe in Vesapolda, and then the person wants land in Nellistein, then the person can come over there to garden, and together with those who are already living in Nellistein, then it creates a sort of interaction and people mingling with each other. But if you are taking people in the same environment, and those are the only people you are,
they can start also in their own neighborhood.
In their own neighborhood. But you are only knowing only that neighborhood. You also need to explore other neighborhoods.
But we have also
that promotes integration.
We have also the 17th of May.
Yeah.
Because we have also meetings from all the initiatives. All the neighborhood gatherings come together to share knowledge, to share their experiences. And so you learn also from each other. I think Mr. Brandenburg said that we ask him to share their experience, their knowledge with all those initiatives in Southeast, and they come very, very often together to share that to share their knowledge. But maybe Mr. Brandenburg can.
Yes, please go ahead.
As said, on the 17th of May, all people in Zuidoost who are connected with gardening come together, not only to share their knowledge in their group, but also to present all the initiatives to people in the street, to inform them and to say, okay, if you are interested, come to us or start your own, in your own neighborhood, your own initiative. We can help, we can advise, talk with Mr. Kapitein, he knows where are the cables in the ground, is it possible to start a garden. And on the 17th of May, and that's, I think, a good opportunity to show what are we doing, because I notice when I'm working in my garden, people come by and they take a look at you, you hear them think, what's this guy doing there? And I say, okay, are you interested? I invite them to come and to inform them, and in that way, I had a lot of people, I think last year, at least 3-4 new inhabitants of Nellistein, who have a garden this year, because they were informed by me. And on the 17th of May, we will do it for all people in Zuidoost. We will inform people by the newspaper, with the flyers, website, and so on. And we hope a lot of interest, and we can inform and we can help people to start their own gardening, because, I repeat, gardening is very important. It's fun, it's important, it's healthy, it's you get to know other people and so on.
Let me just ask.
We hebben ook in Holland-West hebben we ook een aantal nutstuinen waar de bewoners gewoon op in kunnen schrijven. En dat is ook in Gein 1 en 2. Maar we hebben ook achter de kinderboerderij Brinkie, dat is weer een particulier initiatief. En ook aan de Tafelbergweg zijn er ook nog tuinen waar de mensen ook hun eigen groenten kunnen gaan kweken. Voor de rest verwijzen wij eigenlijk de mensen, als ze iets willen, kijk naar onze website en dan het onderdeel wijktuinieren. Daarin kunnen ze aangeven waar ze belangstelling voor hebben. En dan kunnen ze ook, zelfs als ze dat willen, een stuk openbaar groen ook in hun beheer gaan nemen. Zoals wij op het ogenblik aan het onderhandelen zijn met de bewoners van Gerringhof om daar hun entree samen met hun in eigen beheer te gaan nemen. Dus er zijn wel genoeg mogelijkheden voor onze bewoners om te kijken van of het openbaar gebied, of groenten gaan kweken, of bloemen gaan kweken voor zichzelf of groepen. Want ook de groepen, dat is hier in de FD-buurt gaande, daar willen de mensen het zelf gaan kweken, maar ook zelf gaan gebruiken. En niet alleen eten en drinken, maar dan willen ze ook met muziek aan de slag.
Okay. So, well, in summary, he says in the possibilities to plant your vegetables and your trees in the Hen 1 and Hen 2. Also the possibilities. Yes, and also in the FD group as well. There are possibilities. So you just need to find out where the possibilities are, and also on the website.
Yeah, they can contact us
yes.
From the website,
yes.
or in the newspaper.
Yes.
We have also the information.
Yeah.
But people that want to start an initiative can make contact us with us, and he come in contact with Mr. Kapitein.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so listeners, we hope you're getting the message loud and clear. But I have one question I wanted to ask. I'm wondering how many migrants like myself are involved.
That's what I wanted to ask too.
Because if it wasn't for the Sestek Ministers that host program, maybe I wouldn't
know about this.
That there's something like this is going on. Now, what are you going to do to promote it more among the migrant community? I don't know how many migrants are already involved, but I think that since it's fun, it's healthy, it increases social participation, why don't we make sure it open, involve as many as are willing? So, are you doing something about getting other Northwestern migrants involved?
At this moment, there are no initiatives, as far as I know, especially for migrants. On the other hand, in Nederstein, when it started as a neighborhood, I have to admit it was a very white neighborhood. But throughout the years, there's a lot of change, and that's good. Mixed inhabitants. And at this moment, in Nederstein, I think we have about 100 gardeners.
It's a lot.
But I know people from Indonesia. I have gardeners with a background from Suriname, from Morocco. Well, I can't remember. But it's no special policy as far as Nederstein is concerned to inform people more than that we do, because it's a small neighborhood, a lot of people know each other, and there are no very high levels to, and you can, it's very low profile.
Yeah.
But we see in the neighborhood AMC, the hospital, there's
a lot of migrants.
Migrants.
Yeah,
so,
behind EMC. That's a very large community of neighborhood gardening.
Really?
A lot of migrants from all over the world.
Wow.
But you have also in the G-buurt, a few years ago, in the G-buurt, by Geldershoofd, a lot of only migrants.
Really?
But to bring it to them, this information to them, that's why we are here. And we are visit the local radio to bring the message.
It's very important.
Yeah, and in the FD-buurt, the one who started is I think he's from Ghana. A guy from Ghana, and with his girlfriend started in the FD.
Wonderful. That's very good to know.
Yes,
That's very
exactly.
good to know. That's very good to know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is for you. You have the chance to, plant anything you want and, enjoy the fruit of your own labor. Put it in the soil and then you get something a couple of weeks.